And good morning, people. Welcome back to Might and Magic 10 Legacy. I'll meet you back in the same spot where I said I would, just before we go up those stairs again. Now I can see them a bit better. I went back to town and sold up all my items, and I've kept all the identified things that are actually fairly good, strangely enough. Well, some of them are. This Stormy Elven Spear of Slumber. It's the same amount of attack power as my Elven Spear, and it also has a chance to inflict sleeping on the target. Sleep just means that they cannot do anything. If they get hit by a physical attack, they will wake up. During that time when they are asleep, though, they cannot block, they cannot evade. They are completely helpless. One way you can really make use of the sleeping condition is magic. Hitting it with a magic attack does not wake the sleeping target. So it is fairly abusable if you go up against an enemy that is weak to sleep. But since it's a straight upgrade to the spear I've currently got, I'll take it. 14 maximum health and 3 to the axe skill. Well, the axe skill is a pretty easy target. The only person who uses axe is Iris. As for the health, you have magic on yours, you don't have anything, and you have a sword skill. Ray, you don't really need health, but Tina will. Shade is going to have a load of armor, so she doesn't really need health as much. Tina isn't really going to have a great armor value. She will have medium armor in the end, but that's still a little bit in the future. That's actually why I've got this bronze armor here. As I believe the next level I'm going to put a point in, so I can put it there, just so she's got the extra armor. Iris, she gets extra health for every vitality, so she doesn't need it. Ray is going to be pretty much maxing out on endurance, so she won't need health. So that's, I think Tina's the most obvious choice. Protection against magical sleep. You have health on there, you have vitality, you have might, and you have paralysis. To be honest, not really that necessary, so I might just sell those. Force Spirit. Force Spirit is, I believe, 12 mana. Problem is, I don't think I need mana really on anyone. Shayla doesn't really need it. She's already got 180. She can do the majority of her spells, and that total will only go up with a few other things. Well, as I get more spirit, as I level up, as I get more spirit, as I get the warfare maximum maxed up. So, however, it is against all magic, all schools of magic. Is, oh, let's just put it on. One magic is not that much. I'll just take the extra mana for the moment. 4 levels of the crossbow skill. The only people that really you can make use of it are Shayla and Iris. Iris has feeble-minded and dual-wield, light magic and warfare. That actually... yeah, doesn't really help me. And finally the Air Ward in Acolyte's Orb. Since I just got the extra mana for her, I think I'm just going to give it to Shayla. It's an increase in damage, so that's a good thing. Increase in critical magic damage, so if I critical heal anyone, that will be increased, and does give me a bit of resistance. So overall I've gained 2 mana on her. Not too bad. Anyways, let's move on and... yeah, as I said, we've got ghosts. There is an elite ghost in there somewhere. All I need to do is just... what I'm going to do is just move back and go around this corner here. They will follow me until pretty much the end of time. Regeneration. Defend, defend, defend. They're there now, so let's put that up. Give you your mana back. Defend and defend. For the first 2 though, just normal ghosts. So I'm not worried about these. There goes Celestial Armor, let's keep that up. And there should be another one on its way over very soon. Another 2 normal ghosts. Pretty much 2 rounds takes care of it. Elite Ghost, there it is. So, this fight can be a bit of a pain if you stay in that room. You can move back 1 space to this one here, and they'll only get to you from 1 direction, or you can move back here. Or you can move over here. My preference is over here, but usually I go on this one for adventure mode. The reason why I choose this one is things will still be getting a few hits in. I'm actually not sure which is better. I'll have to test it, but not right now. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe just moving back 1 space is better overall. But I'm not really too much of a trouble going against ghosts now. There we go. So I believe that room is now empty. Do need my mana back though, because I still have this room. I believe there are some skeletons that will throw spears at me. No, just 2 elite ghouls to start off with. 2 elite ghouls, 2 elite skeletons, 2 elite ghosts. That's what we're facing in this fight. You can obviously see that my damage is now is really ramping up now. because, well, I'm killing these a lot easier than I was earlier. That's what happens when you get levels and some pretty decent equipment. And Ray is pretty much murdering a lot of things. 148 damage. That's what a spear does. The spear is incredibly powerful, but it isn't as accurate as many of the other weapons. And yeah, I'm not letting them throw their shadow bolts at me. Yeah, just 2 elite goes. We're pretty much set now. There we go. And one more turn. Yeah, one more turn it was. And a Spear of Elraf's Breath. On successful attack, all enemies in the group of the target are dealt 14 damage in the light category. That is actually better than the Stormy Elven Spear of Slumber that I've got there. The sleeping is good, but it's only a 9% chance, and 14 extra damage is better than 7 extra damage, plus it affects everything in the group. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're now in the mausoleum, as you can see by the skeletons and tombs. This one's open, just has a couple of mana potions. And there's this one, which gives us the Shard of Water. We will be needing that very soon. You might remember we had the Shard of Earth earlier in the Elemental Forge. Same thing. We go back to this, the Elemental Forge, we put it in, we give it back to the, use it to get through the door, we pass the trial, and it will give us the blessing of Shalasa. Gold, tribal amulets, bit of money there, and a couple of unidentified items. So, could be useful, we'll find out. But now we are done in the Lost City level 4. I could go to level 3, but I'm not going to just yet. I want to get a few levels first before I really go down there. There's still sounds about. They're pretty much constant. My feelings about the sounds are it's the remnants of the Shantiri Empire, or the dwarves that were down here. I believe it's the Shantiri Empire. They might have been erased from pretty much history. But their echoes still linger. But we're going back to Castle Portmeirion. Convenient that the bandits had a back way in. Maybe this is how they actually infiltrated the castle when they attacked. They came through this little secret passageway. Mystery of the Hidden Shrine. And that's one of the Forbidden Saga. What else do we have? Well, we have some very minor loot and a lever, which allows us to go through there. You might remember that that was the barrel that had the Moonsilk Spider in. But let's go out and then go back in. Why? Because it's actually quicker to get to what's his name? John Morgan that way. There we go. And in we go.
I'm happy to see you again, my friend. What news do you bring?
What news do we bring indeed? We have found, defeated, and killed your predecessor.
Hope it's not waste of time.
The brigands have lost their unity and split into various groups. They remain dangerous, but he's confident he can deal with them. Without them being as coordinated as they were under Montbard, the brigands are pretty much no longer a threat to the Aegean Peninsula. We will see a few of these various groups, but for the most part they are now extinct from the Aegean Peninsula. Obviously not quite well in the head, not particularly, but we don't know how much was his own doing, the case of the war, or seeing the faceless. Yet he managed to turn a bunch of rogues and highwaymen into a real menace. His leadership ability, that cannot be questioned, and being able to arrange everything that he did, the effort and the amount of trust he must have built with them people must have been amazing. So Montbard was it indeed a major threat, but also a creditable one. But he couldn't have mounted an operation on his own. Where did he find the coin? Where did he find the support? However, we aren't going to investigate that. His informant inside Carfell hasn't given any sign of life for a worrying number of days. Fear they've been caught, or worse. Looks like Carfell's our next destination, doesn't it? We need to sneak into Carfell, find the entrance of the sewers, and his agent, Zulika, will meet us there.
I'm happy to see you again, my friend. What news do you bring?
So Carfell is the next station stop. Do I have anything here? I could go to the Elemental Forge by Lev, but I've got a couple of other things I want to do first. If I go to the quests, I have... where is it? The Last Wish. Find Montbard's daughter. And you might remember last time I read something in Montbard's diary.
No, it's nothing.
He is speaking about a very particular person, one we've actually already met. So off to Sorpigal. And one of the places he mentioned in there was the Church of Elref. We're going to talk to Rosalie. Rosalie's story. Not much to say. I grew up in the Vestal Convent in the Greyhound Duchy. Montbard was a member of the Greyhound Duchy. Apparently the nuns found me one morning in a rosebush in front of the church. Sound very familiar, does this? And that's why they named her Rosalie. The Vestals raised her, but she's never stopped looking for her real parents. But now we can tell her who her real parent, at least one of them, was.
Yes! More glory!
And she recognises it. She is a scholar herself. She knows pretty much the entire when she was born, or when she was found. Everything fits together. And unfortunately, we've had to kill her father. She plans to go back to the Greyhound Duchy to verify some things. For the first time in 20 years. Seriously, to find out who she really is. So, Rosalie's one step closer to finding out her family. What do we have here still? We have Ashes to Ashes, which we're going to Carfell next. We'll be able to sort that out. Well, I say we're going to Carfell next, but I might have another go trying to get to the Crag for the Pirate Truce. There's the Forge of Heroes. I can take the Shard of Water back. There's Lost Lambs, Ripley and Kirk. I can almost get done. That's going to be extremely helpful. Morgan's Informant, that's the story, so we're going to get that done at some point. And the Forbidden Saga, which is not going to be done for quite a while. Let's at least go and identify these two pieces of equipment. Probably not. I'd say that's actually very good for Tina. And the warfare skill. Okay. You have one for the warfare skill, don't you? Yeah, 2 levels. It's not a great upgrade. Can you use it any better? Dagger and Might. I don't really want to. Yeah, you can have the dagger skill instead of the health. 3 extra dagger is extra damage. This warfare one though, I'm just going to use it in place of the +1 dagger. I've got the +3 there, so I've got a net gain of +2, so that's fine. And having the warfare skill, so that puts shatter up to 23. Yeah, that's going to be helpful. So I might as well just sell the rest of that. And every time that you try to sell blue item, it will ask you to confirm. There. Trade. I need some Whispering Shadows. I don't need them right now, but I will probably need them for Carfowl. Anything else here that's fairly okay? Not really. Okay. So, back to Sea Haven. I think I'll just take the coach. And then heading off to the Crag. Who knows, I might actually be able to beat those Jaguar warriors this time. Okay, first thing I want to do is, well, let's rest,
I feel stronger.
buy supplies, and do I need any actual training? Earth magic, that's in the Crag. Dagger, I believe, is in the Crag. Warfare, I don't actually remember where that one is, but I still need levels to get that anyway. Anything else? Axe is in the Crag. Medium armor, once I get to the Crag I'll be able to come back to this area to get that. Spear I can't get. Endurance is here, but I still need levels.
Something tells me the locals will have work for us. Really,
Okay,
it's like they've been waiting for us to
so I
start
can't do any
their
training just yet, so off to the Crag. I think I'm going to take the same route I did before. And see if I can actually beat up the Jaguar warriors. They're going to be the first major test, really. If I can get through them, yeah, the rest should be fairly simple. Okay, now, which was the way I went before? I went past the yeah, that building that appeared and disappeared is the Elemental Forge, just so you know. It is there, it's just we haven't really seen it on the map yet. Not a reason for it not to actually be disappeared, but anyways, I could go and fight those goblins and a few extra panthers, and there's also another enemy back there. That's a mauler. Yeah, let's try. War Panther, Goblin. Goblins, Orcs, demonic lineage. They have a resistance to pretty much most things. I believe they have a resistance to physical attacks. However, light damage is increased. It's because of the way the Orc race was born. and the goblins as well. And damage dealt is increased by 0.5% per percentage health lost. So the lower their health, the more damage they do. War Panthers have Enraged and Retaliation. Yeah, the War Panther dies first. Orcs are also extremely resistant to Earth. So do not think that poison spray is going to be amazing. As you can see, yeah, they resisted. I believe the War Panthers are part Earth as well, so yeah, resisted 33%. Yeah, just hit the Panther. As you can see though, that spear is getting a bit of a workout. And you should be dead. Not quite. I am not going to let you stay alive and get another hit though. Let's get Mana Surge on you, I guess, as well as Torn Armor. 24 armor value lost. Yes, please. And Celestial Armor. Die? Not quite. Heal Party. Oh yeah, Retaliation. You just lost 60 health due to being hit by Enraged and Retaliation. Ow. And thank you for the block. A couple of goblins now, but the War Panther is still the first thing to die. Oh, I actually hit everything with that. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Do I want to do... Let's do Celestial Armor. Kill that War Panther. And at the moment it's just 2 goblins. There might be a second Mauler back there. But it's not looking like it right now. There we go. Does sound like there's something over there. Maulers sweeping attacks so they can attack and hit multiple enemies. If they aim for Shayla, they will hit Tina. If they aim for Tina, they will hit Shayla and Iris. If they aim for Iris, they will hit Tina and Ray. If they aim for Ray, they will hit Iris. It's that simple. They do have a shield, so they do have blocks. I believe they have 3. Let's stop them from having them. They do have a lot of armor as well, though. As you can tell by the amount of damage that Tina was doing. 8 damage, 6 resisted, 9 physical. So they resist, well, that's around about 60% physical. That's a lot of resistances. Lots of blocks. Get some mana back because this fight isn't nearly over. As if those other enemies come along. Okay. And there you go. So just a single wobbling. I'm not really afraid of that. Where have you been, Mr. Mauler? Let's do that. That was sweeping attack. Unfortunately, it didn't trigger mana surge, but kind of it affect everything, like it did with Crush on that Minotaur. Make sure I don't die. Now that's surprising. Orcs are very, as you can tell by Ray, I believe she has fire resistance as a normal. Do they have that? Oh no, they don't. But they do have fire. Enemy orcs do have fire resistance, so I'm surprised I got a critical out of that. But that fight's over. No spoils, amazingly, except for mana potions. Oh well. Rest it is. There is a chest over here.
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
And also more enemies. Elven longbow, cotton robe, and a hat. That's not any better than the one you've got, however that robe will be. Okay. We have a house over here. Hello, Erica. This seems like a very ornate house. Fire Magic Grandmaster. Well, there's your answer. If she's a Grandmaster, she's well worth having this ornate house. But she has the Naga tea. She does not like tea. She loves tea. Glad someone does. Unfortunately, I don't, which is a bit of a pain, especially when people think, as being English, you have to like tea. I don't. Anyways, over here, money, and if I go that way, there's a few things that will be coming up later, so no point going there just yet. Could go up that way, but I believe I can't do anything there. Oh, maybe I can. Do I want to fight another load of maulers and goblins? Yeah, I do. 2 maulers, 2 goblins. And what looks like some war panthers over there. Okay, let's tear some armour and do some damage. And make sure I don't get hit by anything. 211 damage on a critical. Thank you, Ray. You are going to be carrying this team for a while, actually. Of course, if you don't miss. That does come in handy. Right, that Mauler's dead. Moving on to this one. Yeah, there is a War Panther back there. I'm not really too worried about it right now. Depends which one comes forward. I really should take out this goblin first. So I'm only fighting 2 enemies at a time. Let's do that. This mauler will slowly die to the poison, which is probably best. Yes, yeah, sweeping attacks will hit multiple enemies. I'm not really that worried. Because I do have blocks. Ah. And there we go. Is it me or has some music sort of disappeared? Celestial armor for defeating that War Panther. Let's hit it a bit. Remove any blocks. Yeah, 45, 32. 22. Yow. Do I have enough for the regeneration? No, so it's... There we go. And at this moment in time I'm seeing this mauler sort of dying similar time to this War Panther. More if I forget to change target. There goes that mauler. Thank you to the light damage. And you died to my retaliation strikes, didn't you? Right, War Panther attacked Shayla for a couple of times. War Panther is dead. Yeah, it must have hit through the armor, which that would have done 18 damage to it. Actually, maybe a little bit more. I think they're weak against wind attacks. Down here we have another house. And we also need the blessing of Shalasta to go through there. Minotaur gauntlets, 4 armor, and a runic hammer, which I can't use. But lots of gold. Now up to 30,500. Very nice. I'm going to need a lot of that when I actually get to the Crag and to the Carfowl afterwards. Apothecary. Be able to provide us with potions and elixirs at any time, although we will still have to pay for them. We can hire her for 100 gold. She doesn't seem to take up any extra money on when we receive it, like the others did. It was usually 3 or 10 or 5%. Nala doesn't seem to do that. However, she's a Highland. I can't exactly put her into my team since it's not allowed. Up here, there's another chest. Imperial Targa. I don't think that's any better than the one I've got, so doesn't really help me there. Yeah, I've got a Sentinel shield, which is... Yeah, I think having double the armour of the Imperial Targa, I think that's a good thing. And we also have Minlo. Turn left and walk 12 steps. You might remember a couple of parts ago we had that clue from the one down south. Yeah, the clues come in a specific order. They aren't reliant on monoliths. So the next, even if I went down to that previous monolith, it would have the old. It would have that the next clue available. So it doesn't matter what order they come in. They just need to be visited. If I remember correctly, going this way leads to a house. Tiru. Tiru is a druid. Or more specifically, a druid elder. Tiru grants you the promotion quest for the druid to become a druid elder. So if that's what you're looking for, this is where he is. Okay. Isn't that one of the Blessing of Yaleth things? Pulsating white liquid. That's air resistance, isn't it? Iris, no question. And is this a dead end? Certainly looks like it. So, this way, hey, down here next, I guess. Okay. Isn't this the way I went originally? Yeah, it is. So, I haven't really didn't make any progress going there apart from getting some items, some money, and a bit more experience.
I'm talking to the trees.
Okay,
Oh,
barrel pulsating purple, so primordial resistance. Tina, still not going to fight them, although I could. And things loading in very slowly. Do I want to go this way? Not really. I really want to go round this way, although it's longer. Although the way is longer, it's actually a little bit more safe. Sacred Grove has become available on the map. Okay. Not going through there. And can I please have that disappear from the middle of the screen? Thank you.
I hope some brigands attack. Crushing skulls help orcs to sleep.
There are still the enemies over here. I'm not going to face them just yet. What I want to do is enter here just so I've got it on the map. That is our way into Carfal, just so you know. This is where we will be coming after I've gone to the Crag and done everything I want there. Come on, game.
Stronger?
Right. Here. I went down into that dead end again, didn't I? Okay. There's that hawker. If you want to take him, I wouldn't recommend it. And here is Volus. Yep, turn right and walk 11 steps. So, yeah, just because I got this one after Minlo doesn't change anything. You still get the the clues. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where I sort of died last time. Horribly. There they are.
This one is mine.
However, this time, I'm going to let them come to me. And I'm going to... Actually, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Now let's do that. Them Jaguar Wars can wait until after I've defeated these Dreamwalkers. The bane of my fight last time. Dreamwalkers have a very annoying ability. Not only do they like to resist Earth sometimes, they have that. They have regeneration. 96 health at the end of the turn. I really don't want them to keep that up.
I feel stronger.
And you've resisted again. So I've got to get through their regeneration as well as their normal resistances. However, I can skull crack them. Why didn't I do that first? There goes one. Right. You're going to be a pain, but this Dreamwalker needs to go first. Just do Hill Party. That works. Let's do Burning Determination. I'm not certain if they stun. They might. Right, you can't... I don't want you to do any more spells.
No, it can't be. Oh,
That is not good. Let's do that. Okay, I'm still fairly okay. Right. So, just Jaguar Warriors. You almost killed Tina. Through Celestial Armor, might I add. Overwhelming Assault. Steel does damage through Celestial Armor. Celestial Armor only does it through normal physical attacks. It doesn't do it through skills, unfortunately. So, yes. Bit of an issue, that. And if I remember correctly, Overwhelming Assault is pretty much unstoppable assault on steroids, basically, you could say. Let's unhide the skills. There is a better skill than unstoppable assault. I'm not certain who can learn it, though. Let's see. Unstoppable Assault, you only go up to 2, don't you? Yes. How about Ray? You also only got to a 2. On the 3rd level, on the Grandmaster level, there is a skill, I believe it's called... Oh, I don't remember the skill name. But it's a beefed up version of Unstoppable Assault. It does exactly the same. It stops, doesn't, the first strike is unblockable, cannot miss, but it also is also a critical attack, guaranteed. So if you have bonuses to critical damage, that skill is extremely helpful. Anyways, let's get my health back and then do that. And hope they don't do a unstoppable assault. Or overwhelming assault. Which they did. But you can see what the difference between better placement and on the grid and a few levels makes. It is extremely potent just to do that sort of thing. Playing smarter is always a good thing. And this time, I actually win. Woo! Anyways, let's rest up. And
Perfect day to begin a journey.
I want to do one more thing, I believe. There is... No, it's a little bit further west. Next time, this mysterious crypt. If I sound a bit meh about this mysterious crypt, I'll show you the inside at the very least. And save. Yellow.
It can't be!
2,235 damage. Iris resisted the explosion and didn't trip the trap. Tina, 2,061 damage. Shayla, 2,185. Red. Red. And there goes Iris.
Can't be.
Welcome to Minesweeper in Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.